I'm the best female player in Iceland for sure, right?
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I'm not Icelandic. I don't think there are anyone like us playing a competitive team together as a couple. I think it's very rarely.
Athletes in Iceland, like basketball players and football players, would have to go and work as well, like in a kindergarten or something like that. My mom worked in a kindergarten and she would always be with all the football players there. People said that esports was not a thing that was going to last, and they said that many years ago, and it just keeps lasting. No one can really tell because it's so new. Maybe there will be new games instead of League of Legends, but I think computer sports are here to stay, and I think they will be for many years.
英雄联盟，一支冰岛的电竞战队，其中有位主力队员是我们的中国面孔，在武汉出生长大，并且是一个年轻女孩。这让人非常好奇，她究竟是谁？
She is definitely the best female player in Iceland. There are a couple of girls that have been in the Premier League in Iceland, and they were like a substitute player for their team. Danli is the first player in the Icelandic League that has a starting position in her team.
接下去和她一起出镜的还有战队的另一名成员，是冰岛人，因此我们交流的主要语言是英语。但最开始先请她用中文来一段自我介绍吧。
我叫丹丽，我现在是一个大学生，马上要开始读硕士了。我的专业是环境工程。业余我是一个很喜欢玩电脑游戏的女生，现在在一个冰岛的战队里面打英雄联盟。我对男生和女生混合的战队很有信心。我的父母总是会很担心，他们觉得玩游戏是在浪费时间。Can I have two cats?
All he wants to do is get away.
Maybe.
I think I should let him play.
Yeah, we met online in a game. We chatted for like 3 months, and then we decided to meet.
Oh yeah, she was the cutest. Absolutely adorable. Yeah, she was very cute. I remember you were wearing glasses.
He was very tall. When I saw him in the airport, he was the tallest guy in the airport.
2年前，丹丽和这个冰岛男孩 Cookie 在一起，那时他们还是普通玩家，随后一起给不同的俱乐部发邮件。8年多前，凭借实力，他们成功加入了冰岛的战队 XY Esports。
I don't think there are anyone like us playing a competitive team together as a couple. I think it's very rarely. We know each other so well. We know how we're playing, so we know how to support each other. So that's a plus because we're in a relationship.
Sometimes your hobby and your relationship becomes the same, which can also be challenging, I think. If I would disagree with maybe someone else in our team, and I would say we should do this, and he says no, we should do this, then we can fight about it, and then we leave the call and we don't talk for a bit, you know, and then we'll just talk some other time. But with me and her, we're
always together.
We're always together, so maybe even 3 days later, again we talk about the same thing we talked about 3 days earlier.
We're gonna fight about it
yeah,
again.
It's gonna be the same fight.
丹丽在冰岛的邻国丹麦上学。2021年夏天 ，Cookie 和他利用假期2周时间自驾环冰岛游玩。
To the Justin Bieber Canyon, Fjalla Alsbjørg.
出乎意料的是，大部分时间开车的不是这里土生土长的 Cookie， 而是只来过2次冰岛的丹丽。
I drove most of the road because I'm a better driver.
这里有一个更辛辣的问题，既然电竞是竞技比赛，那么他们2人之间谁更厉害呢？
I mean, when I started playing with him, he was not a lot better than me, right?
Yeah, it is fine, absolutely.
It wasn't.
No, this is such an annoying topic, actually.
At the moment, I think he plays better, but I have
Good answer.
played better than you before.
Yeah.
他们解释这个问题还要从每个人在战队的角色说起。
I play support. It's the most romantic role we can get together. So we're in the only lane that can be together.
But nowadays it's not as romantic because the support is
because
supposed
the
to run
support
around the
has
map.
to run around the map now.
It's fine if she's better. Absolutely, it's okay.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
the problem is, if she's making everyone go and get wood and get as much resources as possible, she's basically saying, you're starving.
He has to be the one that's getting the resource when we play with our team.
So it's not exactly me being mad about breaking my dignity. It was me trying to think about what's best now for the team. Danli does not like people to be a lot worse than her. She always wants someone who's at least as good or just a little bit better.
Yeah, because I personally like to relax and win.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we can make this dish. So I can zoom out of it.
We can always make it into soup later.
提到电竞，似乎大部分时候都以男性用户为主。那么作为女玩家的丹丽，她本人遇到过哪些不太一样的经历呢？
When we play duo queue together, sometimes people would attack me because I'm a female.
They would say things like to me, stop boosting her.
Or like I'm his slave or something.
Yeah.
If the game is going really poorly, they would always start with the girl to blame.
It's the easiest target.
Yeah. But I am one of the best female player because I've heard that from many coaches.
Oh, here it is.
So he is the top 0.03, I'm the top 0.09.
If I come up to a team and show them my rank, they'll be like, oh, wow, you're very good.
Yeah.
But if she comes up to them and shows her the rank,
They will be like, are you boosted?
Can you prove that this is you? They have to get it proven. They won't just accept it for what it is. Yeah, that's definitely a disadvantage, especially when it comes to beginning to find a team.
Jana, my favorite champion. People were blaming me for picking a bad champion. And then they changed their opinions after watching me playing. They say, oh, unless her Jana is like Faker.
Yeah. There was a challenger player was going over a game and he said, oh, this champion is so bad here. And then he watched the game and he was like, wow, it was really good actually.
If they don't respect me, that's fine. And then they will watch me play a game and then they will change their mind. And some people would tell me, hey, you have a great future or you have good potential to become better. The people that I've talked to, like the coaches and the managers, they actually really respect me as a female player.
That's because you have skill. I can definitely see if the girl isn't very good, she's not gonna get any like looks, you know, like there's no never gonna listen to her.
Did you watch her?
Yeah, I just watched this.
在电竞领域，是否也和传统体育一样，因为男女体力不同而有区别？但如果没区别，为什么顶级玩家几乎看不到女性的身影？
You're so focused on the game, you're not really thinking if you're with a boy or a girl. You're just asking like her as the champion, you know, Lulu, can you come? Or Karma. You know.
Or even if you talk together, like after the game, it's just like chilling together. If people make a joke on you, don't take it too personally. It's just a joke.
Have fun with it. I don't think it has anything to do with brain, honestly. The only reason I can come up with why more professional guys is because either they are more willing to spend more time playing to improve, or there's just so many more guys that play that it just ends up being that way.
So there was one season I was trying to get master, and I was looking at the players who already are masters, and I saw like a player who only played Soraka, and I was like, this person can get master with only playing this champion. I can too, and I did it. You shouldn't think, how can I improve myself as a girl? You should just think, how can I improve myself as a player? It's also very important about how you feel. Like, do you feel like you're a girl and that makes you different? Like, I don't. People think Asian players are good.
电竞的训练和体育比赛一样，高强度，很占用时间。那么身边人，尤其是对游戏完全陌生的父母，他们是否支持？
Like when I was little, like when I was maybe 10, 11 years old, like there was like, you can only play for 1 hour a day and stuff like that, like very strict rules about video games. But as I get older, I'm allowed to make my own decisions. After I'm like 18, like they'd say, like if he wants to play video games, he can play video games. My parents are always asking me, like, when's your next game? How's it going? How did the tournament go? And they're always excited to hear how things are going.
I think your parents sees it more like a sport. Going to like a football club. Yeah. So this is the same type of thing for his parents. I've
always been very, very competitive. I played a lot of sports growing up, football, basketball, and play video games. So I would run home after practice, play video games, and then run to the other practice. I was very, very busy as a kid.
和 Cookie 完全相反，丹丽的父母对于电竞并不太支持。
I don't talk to my family about games because they don't like to hear me like that I'm playing games. I don't think they will ever support me with video games. Because they don't see the future in it.
Yeah, of course I can understand. And it sounds to me like they're quite reasonable, honestly.
They are from a different generation, and we should respect them just as we want them to respect us. I want to be like my parents, actually. I still think school is important.
I guess I'll be the fun dad and she'll be the bad mom.
We'll be a good balance. They changed it to you would get the same food as if the students they would buy the food.
有朝一日登上电竞的世界舞台，他们也想成为偶像吗？
People like Faker are like, they're like higher being, they're not human anymore. In Korea specifically, I know they're kind of marketed like idols. It's not something that happens in Iceland. Celebrities in Iceland can walk the streets and nobody will even look at them. They're normal people. It's different culture, how you look at the people. I mean, it used to be that like athletes in Iceland, like basketball players and football players, would have to go and work as well, like in a kindergarten or something like that. My mom worked in a kindergarten and she would always be with all the football players there.
大概这也是英雄联盟在2021年将重大赛事选在冰岛的原因之一。而在5月的时候，来自中国的战队 ING 在冰岛成为焦点，获得冠军。
It's very useful to watch LPL because it is like the best League of Legends right now. I mostly support FPX so much because of Doinby, because I think he's so funny. I watch some of his streams and he's like my favorite player.
I really like RNG and I like their bot lane. I always see them as like our goal to become.
The life in esports is very short in China. I know that for a fact. The life of players in North America and in Europe are considerably longer because they don't put as much stress on their bodies when they play.
I think I can, because since I went to school in China, so I wouldn't mind being that system again. It can be fun.
There's 3 hours to go to bed.
Yeah, I usually go to bed around 3 o'clock, 2 to 3, and he goes to bed later than I do.
Mornings, I'm always really tired and I feel bad, and then finally in the middle of the day, like evenings, I start feeling like I'm very energetic. I feel really nice. I feel good, and so I don't want to like just go to sleep when I start feeling good.
Yeah.
The schedule is definitely a bit weird when you play a lot of video games. I wake up kind of randomly. Latest is probably like 4 or 5 like in the day, so it can get very bad. I personally rank crazy. I'm kind of like an addict. I always want to keep improving, keep playing. I sometimes have nightmares about the game as well. If it's close to a qualifier and I'm practicing for the tournament, 20 games per day, maybe max 16, 18 hours, somewhere around there.
If I have class, I will wake up to my class and do my class, and I will come home and have like a meal, and I will start playing until I get tired.
When she has an important exam or something coming up, she becomes very diligent. She wakes up very early and studies very hard.
I'm doing pretty well. I had the best grade for my bachelor thesis.
If you just keep playing every single day and you never take a break, you slow down your brain. It can't think about the game from away. I like to go for walks. I like to watch TV shows.
I have many hobbies. I like to make yummy food, and I like to watch movies. I also like playing piano, and I like to travel like I did here.
Are you kidding me? You have twins, right?
No, it's
Okay. I should never be the one to get married.
Yeah, I'll get it.
I think it was the day I turned 14 actually, because I had my confirmation and then I was talking to my uncle and he told me about League of Legends. The game was free for me. I didn't have any money to buy video games. So after my confirmation I ran home and I downloaded League and played it for the first time. So the day I turned 14. He's like silver now and he's messaging me like, hey little nephew, can you teach me? And I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out.
We got some small money from some small tournaments, and that's it.
It's not enough money to live off, for sure, to play.
So I used to play on a MacBook, 13-inch. I still managed to catch up with the team and do everything.
I think people that play a lot of video games usually are a bit behind in maturity level because you spend so much time alone and closed off that it takes a bit longer to learn how to be mature. 10 years is a long time. I think I will be very different in 10 years.
I think you can always find a job after retiring. They can play other games, they can be a streamer, they can even work for like gaming companies. But I don't know what I want to be yet either. I think I'm free, I can do whatever I like. Maybe we'll be bigger and better, and you will be the one who first interviewed us.
She's very realistic about things. She believes if you work hard enough, you will improve. and you can become better. And I agree with her. It's not like they're gods, the people that are better. They don't have some special gene that makes their brain work better. They're just humans.
Like if they
play.
can do it, I believe you can do it. 我从13、14岁开始玩这个游戏的。第一次玩，我记得当时我什么都不懂，然后就是和朋友在一起玩着好玩。我就玩着一个很简单的英雄，我记得是寒冰，然后我就跟着我的朋友跑，然后他们打谁我就打谁。好玩的原因是因为这个游戏很复杂，有很多不同的东西，输赢很重要，对，就很让人激动。我对男生和女生混合的战队很有信心。
这支冰岛的战队还很新，不知道未来有没有机会在世界的舞台上看见他们。加油，每一个有梦就去闯的人。
这个游戏的原理是，有5个玩家，然后对打另外5个玩家。
Like lines that go through the map. There's the top one, the middle one, and the bottom one.